Alright, been back here with another video, and it's a little bit of confession time because I put this in the machine and for some reason it didn't want to read. And then well, if you look at the back, it's nice and gold, and some DVDs or CDs actually are gold. But I immediately got a replacement for that, and if you look at the back of that, that is nice and shiny and silver. So that means that this bad boy is suffering from disc rot, which really sucks, especially since I'm kind of on a Batman schedule here. So I ordered this, and it said it was either going to come in on Thursday or Friday, and it came in on Friday. But that's a day late, so I had to watch Begins on Thursday, because I don't want to watch the movies on consecutive days, especially since I'm finding that special features take a really long time to watch, often twice as long as the movies themselves. So yeah, I watched this on my 4-inch PSP screen, and you know, it's definitely not ideal, but it's great for traveling, which is what we're going to talk about, my PSP collection, part of my PSP collection. So actually, we're going to start off with some games here, and we do have today's pickup, God of War Chains of Olympics, as you can see, for less than $10. So that's pretty cool. I guess some of the better selling games you can still get for cheap. AKB 1 out of 48, the idol to Koishitara sort of dating sim, which saved me before I found Game of Thrones, or yeah, on the train. I had a very long trip on a crowded train to one of my workplaces, but this saved me. The music's the best part of this, but that saved me a lot from all of that stress, so that was cool. Could focus on the job. And then we've got Queen's Blade, Spiral Chaos. If you know the anime or the, I guess they kind of have RPG books. But that's pretty interesting there. And finally, from 31 Days of 2020 games, we got Ace Combat X Skies of Deception, which was freaking awesome. But yeah, so the PSP has its uses. Like I said, before they had videos on demand on airplanes, like a wide selection like they do today. You know, they had just a few movies, so I brought my PSP. I could watch some of these, like Batman Begins, you know, on the plane, so that passed the time there. And yeah, focusing on the UMDs, they sort of had this thing called UMD Music, and we got Sowelu Video Clips Volume 1. Again, the proprietary format doesn't really help, but it's kind of like a CD, kind of like music video collection at the same time. Same with Mika Nakashima's Film Lotus 4. And on the back, you'll see it's got video clips, the making of videos, and then a few concert videos there. So that's pretty cool. And then we get into the movies, and some of these I bought and watched, some of these I think Luke was trying to get rid of some of these, maybe duplicates or something, so I bought some from him, and then a few other pickups in stores. So we got a decent selection. Again, not the best way to watch it, but if you're on the go, and why not? We've got the Da Vinci Code right here, and we're not going to try and talk too much about most of these movies. Got the back there, and open this up, show you a UMD. And yes, exactly. That's one of the most annoying things for me about the UMDs is, I mean, the disc itself is pretty well collected there. You can see the front collected, protected. But if you want the DVD to be straight, and I mean, they're going to rotate by themselves. It'll probably rotate before I can get it in frame here. But if you want it to look nice and proper there, then you're not going to have a good time with these UMDs, because that's the disc straight. and this is the UMD straight. So yeah, do whatever you do, do not go touching this, because it seems like it would be very difficult to clean. Yeah, so that's the Da Vinci Code. Then we've got, and I saw this in theaters, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, which, what do they call it here? Yeah, Legend of Mexico is the Japanese title. And there's the back depth Times Banderas. Although I guess some people would call it Cross, like Street Fighter Cross Tekken, which is a bad name anyway. But why don't you just do Street Fighter versus Tekken, like Capcom versus SNK was? Now that makes more sense. We've got Biohazard 2 Apocalypse, and I think this was actually on the shelf. But, yeah, so if I do ever manage to do 31 Days of Resident Evil, I'll be watching that. This one I watched, this is something I love. I should buy it on Blu-ray or something, because it's Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. And the first one is a classic, possibly the best. I didn't really like the second one too much. But, and yet, there you can see the UMD, again, not straight, but what can you do? They didn't come with manuals, and that makes sense, they're not games. Unlike God of War here, and it's nice manual here. Now, I think they're edited for different reasons in the Japanese region, and that's a good point. The PSP games are region locked. I suppose there are ways to mod it, but you can see, oh wow, it was published by Capcom here. That's kind of strange, considering Sony can usually do their own things, but that's region 2 there. On Pirates here, yeah, UMD region 2, so you want to be careful with that if you're picking up your videos or games or whatever. Then we've got Terminator Salvation, Terminator 4 in the Japanese title there. Again, obviously, because the video was during such a short life, had such a short life during the PSP Greater era, which was really extended in Japan due to visual novels and stuff like that. But, yeah, so all of these are going to be during a set time, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure this was one of my buys from Luke. Fantastic Four. So that wasn't it. I didn't think it was so bad. Oh yeah, this is a fantastic movie. Tom Cruise, The Last Samurai. Last Samurai here, of course, like we said, region 2. I guess some of these look like Warner Brothers pictures. That's Warner Brothers. This is Warner Brothers. Well, that's Fox. Terminator. That says Sony Pictures. Sony Pictures. Capcom for a Sony game. I'm just saying. Buena Vista. Resident Evil. Sony. Okay, and Batman Begins should be Warner Brothers. So, yeah. I mean, just like the HD DVD formats, I think some companies signed on to support the UMDs and some didn't. Obviously, it's not going to be able to hold as much as an HD DVD or a Blu-ray, or even the Ultra 4K Blu-rays now, which are, what, 250 gigabytes or something crazy like that. But, I mean, you're not watching this on the big screen, so you don't need the file size and the file quality to be, 1080p, which is a good thing. Although you could connect it by some sort of thing. Anyway, Last Samurai, great freaking movie. Totally recommend you watch that. And Ocean's 11 was pretty good. So I remember seeing that in theaters. But, yeah, that's our last UMD video here. So, Seen that in theaters. I did not see Last Samurai in theaters. Fantastic Four. I don't recall that. No. Hell yes, this was amazing. Although, when we did see it, the air conditioner stopped working about halfway through the movie, so that kind of sucked. But we talked to staff and were sort of compensated for that a little bit. Thank you for that. Biohazard 2, is the first one or this one? One of those I saw in the theaters. Saw this in theaters. Did not see this in theaters. But, and Batman, definitely saw that in theaters. Great movie. And yeah, one of these days I'm going to have to do a Batman movie ranking or something. But not for this 31 days, unfortunately. Okay, so there you go. Too long didn't watch. That is my PSP UMD video and music and game collection. I think this is all the videos I own. So 9 of them. Should get one more round off to an even 10. Because I think, yeah, if you have around 10 games or something, then it's worth owning the system. I have a US Saturn with about 5 games, and it's kinda not enough. I think 10 games, then it would be perfect, right? Wii U, you get about 10 games on that, then that's nice. You've seen some of my other collections that are pretty big. Maybe that's overkill, but anyway, yeah. UMD video, an interesting format for the times in the mid-2000s. You know, if they're cheap, why not pick them up? Some people are trying to unload them, and you've got videos on the go if you don't want a portable DVD player or something. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. We're finishing up 31 days pretty soon, so hope you get that Batman in while you have a chance. And let me know in the comments if you have a PSP and like the UMD format, or if you don't like the UMD format, or never owned a PSP. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, have a good one.